People charge like $75 for these, 125, 150 for a video flyer that you can make yourself. So let me show you how to make it so you can make you some quick money real quick. So today I'm using Photoshop and Premiere Pro today, but first you want to get in Photoshop. Put your settings like this and then you'll be good. Don't ask me why, just do it. All right, so now we're here. So first of all, I went ahead and I made a screenshot of the reference, right? So I'm gonna just get that and drag it over here. I think this one is a square. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna just make mine a little bit longer though. So I want to do mine. I'm gonna make it like this, but I'm gonna put Ice Spice on there instead. So let me go ahead and save this just in case it crashes or something. I'm gonna just call it Ice Spice video flyer. All right. Okay, so I just do this so that way I'm able to block everything out to see where I want it to be at. So firstly, let me just go ahead and put my text on here. With this layer here, I'm gonna just lower the opacity a little bit. I want the TH in there, but I want it to look like an exponent. So if you select these two, and you might not see these options here. If you don't, go up to Window and then Properties, and then you'll have this Properties panel open up. And if you don't see all this stuff down here, you might just have to hit like where it says Type Options and then just open up that one little drop down thingy. But anyway, so once you go in there, have your TH selected and you'll see this right here. It looks like an exponent. Then when you click it, it kind of just raises it up like that. But when I do that, I don't like how it's above the 17, you know? So I'm gonna just go back in there. Ooh, uh-oh. Hold on. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna just go in there, select it, and I'm gonna try to bring it down some. So if you click in here, this right here is the baseline. It's the baseline setting, whatever. When you bring it, I think when you lower the, when you lower the number, it moves it down. So now it's like perfectly aligned with the 1 and the 7. So for Ice Spice, I'm gonna put performing her #1 hit, Munch, live. So, but I wanna make this this shape that they have here in the back. So this might get a little bit tricky if you're not used to doing this, but it's basically a rectangle. It's just that the point that will be right here is gonna, you know, be moved. So I made this rectangle. I don't want a stroke around it. My fill, I don't know, I guess I'll just make it this color. Okay, you want to click and hold this down and make sure that the direct selection tool is selected. So when you click on your shape, you'll see these points in the corners, and you can click on one and then click and drag it to the right. It might be like all wonky like that, but if you hold down shift, it'll just keep it in a straight line. So I went to Google and I typed in Ice Spice photo shoot, because when you type in photo shoot, it just gives you a lot better pictures, you know. So I pasted the picture in here. I'm gonna right click the layer, make it into a smart object. I'm gonna just shrink it a little bit. Okay, and make sure your picture is high quality first of all, because look, this is a crispy photo. I mean, it's not crispy, but it's crispy enough for social media. All right, but anyway, so I'm gonna go up to select and then subject. Give it a second. Okay, so it selected everything of her, but just to make sure that everything looked good, I'm gonna go to select and mask. Around her hair, it looks really good. I'm gonna still click on refine hair though, just in case. There we go, that looks even better. It kind of like feathered out everything around her hair a bit. I'm gonna hit okay. I'm gonna make this into a adjustment layer. Ooh, I meant a layer mask. All right, so this is perfect right here. So since my document is a bit taller, let me see. You know what? I'm gonna crop it. It's fine. I'm gonna just crop it. Okay, so see where you want to put that at. Go ahead and place it. Confirm that you want it to be in that spot. If you want to make your thing smaller, you can. If not, ignore this little step. All right. Okay, so I have her here. I think I want to flip her actually. Edit, transform, and then flip horizontal. All right, so in the background, there's a bit of a city kinda. So I just got this picture here. Okay, I'm gonna send this to the back. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the reference, but I just want this in the back, and I want the rest of the picture at the top to be the same like vibe as what's going on in the picture. All right, so in this space here, you want to make a rectangle. So this is just a reference point kind of. So if I just make it about here, let me make this a little bit see-through. It doesn't have to line up with it perfectly at all, but I'm gonna just put it here. That looks good. If it's on top of her or behind her, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so let me hide that reference. All right, good. So I'm gonna just go ahead and speed this up, and I'm gonna go through everything down here at the bottom. You know how it works. It's just like you can throw a logo down here, or text, or numbers and all that. So I'm gonna speed this process up. So at the bottom, the way that the city is, it makes it a bit difficult to read some of the text. So I like to use gradients. So if I just scroll down to the bottom, I'm gonna go down here to this half and half circle, and then I'll click on gradient, and I'm just click right here on the color. If you click on basics, there should already be the one in here that I'm looking for. Is it black to white? No, it's the one right here in the middle. It might not show green. It's just because that's what the color is that I have over here. But if you click the one right here in the middle, and then go right here, change that to black, make sure it's zeros all across the board. Same thing with this one, make sure that one's black. And if you click on this one up here, make sure that the opacity is at 0. So if I hit OK, leaving it at 90 is fine, hitting OK is fine. So you still can't see the city that well, so I'm gonna show you how to fix that too. Right click on this layer, I make it into a smart object. I'm gonna hold down shift, and then I'll just drag this down. Ooh, hold on, I'm lying. Okay, click it one time and then click and drag it. Now you see how like the gradient is like showing more of more or less of the city. So I want it to be probably about here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So probably about here looks decent, I think. Obviously I don't want, you know, the bottom like that to be shown, but something like this looks pretty good. It's easy to read all the text on here. I'm not really proud of this section down here. Let's go back to this green rectangle that we made. I'm gonna actually go to the layer with my city on it. So if I go there, I'm gonna make sure I name it so y'all know what I'm doing. I'm gonna just get the city. So the city is here. The black gradient is there. I'm gonna get these two, and I'm going to group them. So if you want to group something, just select both of them, hold down Control, and then hit G. I think it's Command G on a Mac. So I'm gonna just put city and gradient. Naming your layers is important. We don't always do it, but it's important. Okay. Hold down the Control button and then click on this thumbnail right here. And with the city and gradient folder still selected, hold down Alt on the keyboard and then click on the mask thingy. Okay. And you know, like when you first create a Photoshop document, it makes a white background. If you click that and just hide it and then hide the green rectangle, now that part is transparent, and you pretty much made a frame for your music video or your video or whatever to go in there. But this is basically it right here. We have this. Let's go ahead and export it. So I'm gonna do File, Export, and then Export As. So again, this is the part that's transparent. Make sure that up here you have the transparency box checked, and make sure for format it says PNG. You don't want to do the other two. So let's do PNG, and everything else in here is good. All right. Okay, so we're in Premiere Pro right now. So this is how your screen should look. When you go up here to New Project, just click on that. On this screen in the top left, it'll say project name. Just name it whatever you want to name it. I'm just doing I Spice Video Flyer. And let's see, where else are we? Okay, over here where it says name, I'm just gonna put I Spice with a bunch of E's. I don't know, I'm just doing it. And it's going to ask you like where do you want to save it at. So if you click on project location, you can just navigate it to where you want to save all your stuff at. And everything else here in the middle, it doesn't matter. So now let's just hit create. On this screen, I'm sure that your screen doesn't look like mine, so let's try to get it to look like mine real quick. Let's go up to window and then workspaces and click on where it says editing. This is the video flyer right here. Okay, so I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna drag it over here in the area where it says project. So I'm gonna drag it there. Now we have to get the actual video. So if you go online, I just went to YouTube and I went to her Bikini Bottom music video. Copy and paste that link and then you can paste it here on this website. So once you paste it there, you can hit download, and I got the 720 version, and then get the video and then also drag that into this area down here. So now this is your timeline, and this is where you're going to be placing your video at. So if you get the picture, click and drag that over here, let go. Up here in the top right, that's showing you what the actual video looks like. Like, you know, when it goes to be exported and stuff. So remember this area right here is transparent. It's showing black, but it's really transparent. If you get your video of like the music video, if you get that and drag it here, right now the video is on top of the photo. You want the video to be under the photo. Just like in Photoshop, how we have layers, we also have layers here in Premiere Pro too. So this is the video flyer picture. So if you get that, click and drag it up. Now you can see how the music video is behind the picture. Where the video flyer is, I'm gonna lock that layer in case I move it around on accident. So now that won't happen. But if you click on the music video, you want to resize it. So let's go right here where it says effect controls. Here's where the, where the scale is, you want to size that down. So if you just click and drag that down or to the left, it'll shrink it. So you see where it said WorldStarHipHop.com, it's shrinking that. So I'm gonna put it about right here. And it's just a game where you just kind of keep playing with it to see what looks good. So I'm gonna just get this. This is the X and Y axis. So if you click that one and drag it to the right, it'll go that way or this way. This one makes it go up and down. So yeah, I'm gonna just scrub forward. This is the timeline again. So if I'm gonna just scrub forward, because everything in here is black, so I can't like tell what's what. If I click and drag this, it'll crop the video for me. I'm gonna click and drag it back. Okay, and it's also making noise, so I just need to mute it. So, all right, but I just want to get a part where it's showing like full color. Okay, this is just me cutting the video up. All right, so there's still some black on this side. That means I need to get the video and move it to the right and also just make it bigger. I'm not worried about the text. I just only want to get parts of people. So I'm gonna just drag this forward. I still don't want that, so I'm gonna just kind of scrub through a little bit. I'm gonna get about right here and click and drag that this way. So when it plays, that's it really. I think I wanted to stop probably about like right here. Okay, so if you want to cut that part, you can hit C on the keyboard, hover right there, and it'll cut where your like blue marker thingy is. I'm gonna go back and hit V. When you hit V, it makes the selection tool. And if you click on this, hit delete. I'm gonna unlock where the photo part was, click and drag that this way. So now when you play it, you see the picture and the video, and it's flawless. I kind of low-key do feel like I sped through the video part, like, you know, the Premiere Pro part. So if you have any questions, just let me know. So now if you want to export it, let's just drag the little marker thing. I'm gonna hit, you make sure it's all the way on the left. You want it to be at 0, okay? Hit I as in igloo, I don't know. And then I'm gonna move this over to the right a little bit. And then I'm gonna just bring it here and I'm gonna hit O, but I'm gonna just click and drag it here because it'll snap right into place. There we go. So if you hold down Control and then hit M, this is where you'll be able to export everything. So you can name your file right here. So I'm gonna just call mine iSpice video flyer done. And everything else here is fine. I always leave my thing at H.264. If I click and drag, you see that's how the video is going to be when it exports. All right, y'all, so that's how you make your video flyers. So you can go ahead and start making them, make your money, okay? I low-key do feel like I sped up the process with the Premiere Pro part, but if you have questions, just let me know. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.